get over it really quickly.
Yeah, exactly. All right, guys, welcome. StudFit here. We have another tour reaction this time. In the Explorer Tour, I think at this point in time, the names of the tours are just being recycled at this point, and I don't think there's any efforts necessarily to go be creative again. We're gonna have a winter tour, and then a Valentine's tour, and then an Easter tour, and then a summer tour, and I think at this point in time the effort is not. I just don't think that they're even interested at all in coming up with new names, which is totally fine. It doesn't really matter. What we've learned from this past tour is that it doesn't even matter what name they are. It's just tour, insert name here, and then give us what they want to give us. So I really enjoyed Bangkok and Singapore. I was able to grind all the new Singapore tracks for EXP. I did not get enough time to go and grind all the levels for Bangkok. So from that perspective, I wish I could have done a little bit more. I just had a crazy busy week, probably the busiest weeks of my life. So appreciate everyone's support in the server as I was really busy. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty pumped about this tour. It looks like we got some new stuff going on. I'm pretty pumped about the brand new Piranha Plant Cove. I think that's what I'm most excited about. But as we getting started, I also have some of my friends joining me. So Luca, welcome, man. What'd you think about this past tour?
The past tour was pretty good. Obviously, we don't like to throw that F word around filler, but it was kind of a filler tour. I enjoyed the Bangkok tracks. I think we all enjoyed having a Asian city metropolitan type of tour. We got to play through the tracks, get some EXP grinding, and I enjoyed Bangkok. The new Bangkok track was really fun, but I'm glad the tour is over now and we can move on to this one, and it's a good one.
Good, man. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Overall, it's good. Great little fun tour. I enjoy city tours. I was, again, grinding EXP. I didn't do a lot of saving as I wanted to. I made a couple moves, some which you might appreciate, some including the Blazing Eagle. I did take it to
can't go wrong with that one.
7,595. And the gold hard hat as well. Took that up. So
that's a surprising one, actually.
Yeah,
I'm very surprised that you took that one up. Did it give you a couple track?
Little risky, but I felt like, hey, with this premium plus whatever it was, I feel like if they do anything, that they kind of reserve the value for these items that seem to be that you have to kind of behind a little bit of a paywall. So yeah, I don't know. It was a little bit aggressive, but I feel proud about it. I'm excited to start using it. I got to use it in the week 1 of tour. I will be honest, because of how busy my week was, I basically put the minimum effort into top 100. I think I got it. I was at 1.94 or something like that. So I think
it was 1.9. It should be all right.
Yeah, I was looking at that number. I was hoping it didn't go up, but I'll be honest with you. I didn't make any investments week 2, but I had a really good loadout, and I think that's what's really interesting about the meta is that when you're following the meta, just like things line up. Like ranked, you just happen to be given a great loadout, and so I noticed I think out of the 9 items, I think 5 of them were in like the top 20 in the algorithm. And so from that perspective, I made 0 investments, and I actually had an amazing loadout. In fact, I was number 1 on my friends list, even beating Kareem for
you were killing it, man.
For a while.
I saw you. That was crazy. I think it's just how it is once you build your account over time and follow the meta. Obviously, you have certain tracks, especially with karts and gliders, that, for instance, there will be a small kart or some pretty bad gliders that you wouldn't really invest in, and those tracks will easily get picked up over time by other items. But I think if you follow, obviously, the plus skills and then doing the plus skill me's, doing the better karts and gliders that are in the algorithm, your account gets covered everywhere. It ranks, ACR, just happens over time.
Yeah. Either way, I didn't have to make too many changes, which was nice and did really well. So I don't know if I held out. I didn't pay too much attention to it, but I did see Kareem pull ahead of me at the very last minute. I think yesterday, and I tried to grind some more off of Tokyo Blur, but I just could not get over like 120 actions on Tokyo Blur even with Santa Me. I just couldn't do it. It just wasn't happening. I got 122, but like finished in third place. So yeah, I think he ended up being the pit crew chief by like 500 points. Let's see what happened there. But first, Gold Pipe. What's up, Rachel? Jay, how are you doing? What's going on? Millie, Crazy, Alfie, Dark Deadly, David G. I see Andrew Nichols, and Yoshi Squid. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the tour. We're going to jump right now into the brand new Explorer Tour, and I think there's a lot of hype around this tour. So I'm hoping it lives up to it. Sounds like, just from the early conversations, it's done pretty well. We also have Willahoop. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Did you enjoy the past tour?
I did great in the first part of ranked, and then struggled with the second half. I got passed by 3 bots at the very end.
Oof, man, that's tough.
I think maybe within the last 10 minutes of the tour, I got passed. Nothing I could do.
Yeah, that's tough. I will say, David G said, enjoyed using Peach Happy. Yeah, it was. She's been on the shelf for quite some time, but she crushed it last tour. It was for someone who took her to 7, 1190, and then haven't used her much. I really enjoyed using her last tour. It was pretty fun. Looks like Nintendo Direct later today. Lots of stuff happening this Wednesday. That'd be cool if I can do some kind of premiere with you guys. I'm sure a lot of the content creators are doing that, so I probably won't be able to. But my schedule's going to be weird this week. We'll see. I'll have a lot of free time, a lot of downtime, but then also a lot of busy time. So we'll see how it goes. Richard Chase loving the new track. We're going to get into that here in a second. We do have some top skills to get to. So here we go. I see if Kareem held it out with 500 points difference. Yep, there he is. So he got 155, 580. That was 155, 014. So obviously Kareem is a beast. He had a great loadout there with the King Boo Mii suit. Got gold charging Chuck and that Peach Happy. Absolutely crushed it there. As for my score, I will say the Singapore Speedway 3RT, I got 102% on the spreadsheet. So I think I got...
Really? What was your action count?
It was a single lucky 7, double coin. It was pretty intense. I was actually at the gym.
How many actions?
It was just 200, but the actions for whatever, I don't know if they were
stuff.
I don't know if they were banana actions or what it was, but it put me over the projection by, I don't know.
That's crazy.
I think like 300 points or so. So yeah, I got lucky. I was actually on the I had a good loadout, or I really liked the lobby. So I was playing in between sets, and so I went on like the little elliptical thing with the arms, and just didn't use the arms, and just and grinded it out, and it was just like, whoa, what's going on? It's like one of those runs.
Well, we're gonna have to grind a bit harder for our lobbies now.
Yes. If you haven't heard, EasyBot has been fixed, meaning that it's broken again.
It's never broken.
Yes. Yes, it's sad. It's sad. I don't know. I mean, it's their game. They can do what they want. They give us. We had a little trick. We found it out. I want to give some prize money to whoever finds the next little glitch, because we need another glitch to get rid of these badge bots, because they're intense again. It was very evident. Specifically last night, I think I got like 190 actions on Bangkok Rush 3. So I was trying to go back in to see if I could get 200. And man, it was a completely different track going in with badges compared to this past week with having the badges bots and just being able to front run so easily. And this one, I felt like I was getting, green shelled, and people were sliding in around the tuk-tuk trucks, cutting me off. I don't know. It just was... I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting game to see. I don't know if the player base, if people will step away at all, but it's tough, man. It's a tough time for the aggressive bots. So let's get through the ranked. It looks like definitely fixed that glitch, which was unfortunate, but whatever. Carlos at 150, 115, Frenzy Grind 141, Raker 139, Ronnie Cash 138. I'm Hillock 137, 137 for Jeeves, Nikki V 136, Antilev 134, Cianillo 131, Shadow Legend 130, Draco 655 126, MKD Ben 123, Bob Blah Blah 123, Montana 123, Raz 119, Edita 119, Big Brolo 118, 118, Matt 118, Sammy D 118, a lot of 118s. The G Siegel 116, Luca, you got 115. Which run was were you the most proud of, man?
I would go for Tokyo Blur. I got around 130 something, and the estimate was like 150, which is the biggest overestimate of all time.
Dude, it was tough.
I think ridiculous, but for once I actually had to try and ranked, which is. You got to spice things up every so often. So I think for everyone had a pretty hard ranked overall, but I got through, got second, and yeah, the runs were pretty decent. I hit the estimate on pretty much all of them apart from the first one. But yeah.
So what was your run? So I got a single lucky seven. I think
it was lucky 7 coin, single lucky 7. And I got like 130 something.
The one hard part about the track is getting the coins and the lucky 7, all that stuff in just such a short period of time. Is really. It
was only 4 boxes too, and the last box was very, 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 very late.
Also, getting lucky 7 around that turn at the end. It for whatever reason, I think is like the angle you're going at. Oftentimes, the green shells would hit the red shells, and like it was really hard to catch.
The red shells would never hit. The red shells would if you get a lucky 7 frenzy, like they were like drunk red shells that just keep hitting the wall. But I did take Santa Me up to 7 triple, which I wanted to for a while. It was a 6 double, and I took to 7 triple. I did Dry Bowser Umbrella, just 1 level to 7, and then Tropical Truck to 6. But I had to make a couple investments to get over, and I'm completely fine with them. So I'm happy with that.
Again, look at some of these items. A lot of these are meta items. When you think about Tropical Truck, Gold Star Shoot, Armored Rider, Gold Truck. I mean, that's what's great about investing in the meta is that sometimes it just works out. We got Hero at 113, Frenzy Fans 112, Groovy 112, Issa 109, Larry 98. 109, Spy2K 105, Frenzy Fan Girl 104, Nugsy 103, Adam 102, Luis Brielle 100, This Be Chris 100, Terrence 113, 100, Crazy 98, Shy Guy Karts 95, B-Rat Geo 94, Brian Voice 92, So Crazy 91, Millie, big drop here, Millie 78, SM Bros, you got 78 as well. Any run that you were pretty proud about?
I don't think he's here right now.
Okay, cool. Again, where is this? Hopefully you won ranked. Snuffles 76, Breeden at 75, Wooloop 73. Sorry, Wooloop. My apologies, man. What run were you pretty proud of?
Definitely the Singapore one, considering I wasn't even I didn't have any top shelf, so I had to go for the Merlin suit.
That is an interesting choice. Level 3, huh? Hey, honestly, we're at the point now where in a month that might seem like a no-brainer. So maybe you're just a little ahead of the curve, which is totally cool. If you want to in the chat, David G tosses out. Let us know what you're hoping to see in the upcoming Nintendo Direct. It'll be pretty interesting to see.
12 hours from now.
What's that?
It starts in 12 hours.
12 hours.
12, yeah.
Yeah, so you got a full night's rest ahead of you then before we have it at the end of our day.
Yeah, of course, man. I don't have to stay up and be like, I can just sleep and wake up for it.
Nice. We got Tyler at 65 who joined us on Kart Talk this past week. It was exciting to have him there. Viking at 50, N2CJN at 34, and then Marco at 23. So we are now ready to get into the tour. One of the first things we'll do is take a look at the skill of our brand new... I can already see this right here, guys. I am so excited. Who is hyped about the blue Crawley cart?
Hey, we love our big commemoratives, man.
We love it, man.
That's what I'm shaping my whole account around, and I think everyone should be doing that. Big commemoratives, if you can afford it, or just get them when they come back. they're the strongest items you can get for karts.
It does seem
They're amazing.
I think the data, we have enough data for me to agree with that and to feel that that's a pretty strong, especially if you can get it, for $12 at level 3. I think that's a pretty strong move to take these karts. Not every item. I mean, like for instance, that hot rod. Wouldn't have done that. I got it once, but Blue Crawly Kart, this is one I'll be getting 3 times. Looks like this tour, we got Vanilla Lake. That makes me really sad. Snowland, okay, fine. Piranha Plant Slide, I'm pumped about that, which is nice because I'm glad it pairs with the Piranha Plant Cove. And then it looks like just a lot of Piranha Plant stuff, which is totally cool with that. And then it does look like it's got Snowland T. Okay. Hey, those tracks are Vanilla Lake I'm not excited about, but everything else is fine.
Thank God there's no 3DS Wario Shipyard. I was fearing that.
Oh, yeah, that would have made sense.
It's been a while, actually. I want it to come back. It's been it feels like it's been a bit too long.
I mean, I'm fine with the track. I did get burnt out on it for a while, so I think this is a good period of time to not have it and allow us to be able to enjoy some other stuff. Let's look at the drivers, because we had a little. As we do every tour, every single new item, we like to talk about and have people predict what that top skill will be. So this one was for the light blue Shy Guy. We had 9 people vote for the hammer skill, including this So Crazy, Seagull, Woolaloop, Nap, Kevin, Captain Evan, Jilly Bean, Tamara 988, Priska. We had 5 people, including myself, vote for Lucky 7, including Shy Guy Kart, Bob Bob Blob, Luca, and Ronnie Cash. We got 1 for the double bob bombs, 2 for the dash ring, including CJ2, N2 CJN and Raz. We got 2 for the boomerang flower, including Melody and E Deedle. So, without further ado, we'll get into the brand new driver, which it does not look like it's a super. It looks like it is a high end. Wasn't sure how they were going to do that. I think a lot of people suspected a high end, but I was kind of hoping a super. Skill 4, Light Blue, Explorer, Shy Guy. Lucky 7, nice. Light Blue, Shy Guy, Explorer.
I thought you said yellow.
I started with Light Blue.
Oh.
Light Blue, Shy Guy, Explorer. He looks pretty cool. So, for those people, including myself, Shy Guy Kart, Bob Blob Blob, Luca, Ronnie. Congratulations, Luca. Why'd you think Lucky 7?
I thought, obviously, we've been doing this for however long, nearly a year since Chuck came out. The next driver's going to be Lucky 7. The next driver's going to be Lucky 7. I thought it'd maybe be time, as I thought the other 5 drivers that came out in the last however many months would have been, but I thought that'd be probably the best skill they give him. We just got Coinbox. Boomerang was the other tour, so I thought they'd give a plus skill. And they put the paid one in the shop with the plus skill, and I thought that'd be it.
It does have Cookie Land, which is a very, very important track.
That is a good track, yeah. They got Snowland as well. It's actually the only top shelf plus skill driver on Snowland.
Really?
As of right now.
Wow.
Yes.
Larry,
I think there will be something down the line, but as of right now, it is there.
That's pretty crazy. So Larry Wintertime doesn't have that track?
I think he had it.
That's level 8 though. That's no one's taken into 8.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to remember who I think on this track I was using like the cheap me.
I almost took that to level 6 last tour.
Yeah, hey man, these meets are crushing, so I can't get mad at that. But yeah, nice to have Light Blue Shy Guy Explorer with a nice plus skill. I like Lucky 7. Lucky 7's one of those freak skills where you never know which I mean, that's what's great about it, especially with these easy bots coming back, or the actual badless the badge bots coming back. The Lucky 7 might get boosted a little bit in some of our minds. It does look like we have Riverside Park back. It does look like at least the Sunset Wilds RT is back. I'm not sure if you guys enjoy those tracks, but I know
Not the
Riverside Park is
Riverside
controversial.
Park.
Oh, it does see. I do see Sunset Wilds R as well, so it does look like probably the full set of Sunset Wilds. Cool. All right. Let's get into the vote for our other Shy Guy Explorer. We got Shy Guy Explorer Yellow. I voted Triple Bananas. Full disclosure. Kind of followed the pack on this one. I was debating between this or Giant Banana, and I was like, I don't know. I know they were gonna owe us another Giant Banana, but I decided to go Triple Bananas, along with Eva Taco, Nap, Captain Evan, Jilly Bean, Luca, and N2CJ, and Ronnie Cash, and Raz. We had 4 for the Hammer Skill, Shy Guy Kart, Beer, Issa, Melody. 4 for the Giant Banana, So Crazy, Brian Voice, Tamara, Priska, and 3 for Coinbox. Hulu, you thought Coinbox, huh?
Yeah, it made sense since he's a minor. I thought maybe Coinbox.
Not a bad guess.
Not a bad guess, because he is yellow, like the coins, like the coin box. And, they've already given us one smaller, I guess, light coin box driver, because you got heavy, medium, and heavyweight.
He might be medium. We don't know yet because he's week 2. Well, one of them is a rank reward now for ranked, but you don't get it till week 2. And then the second one you can't buy yet. So I don't know if we know if medium or light. Because
we'll get into how we get them here in a second. But without further ado, drum roll please. We got the yellow Shy Guy Explorer, the Hammer Skill. Hammer Skill it is. Yup. So we have Shy Guy Kart, Beer, Issa, and Melody. So I think Shy Guy Kart actually got them both right. Shout out to the Shy Guy Whisperer, Shy Guy Kart himself. I don't think anyone else nailed them both, but that's awesome. Great job. Obviously, Shy Guy Kart knows his Shy Guys pretty well, but congratulations to Beer, Issa, and Melody as well. So there we go there. So Yellow Shy Guy coming with some Sunset Wilds tea. Mushroom Gorge is back. I like Mushroom Gorge is okay. And then Rock Mountain. So for those, for those who are old school, you got your Rock Mountain back. And let's see what else. Okay, nothing else necessarily new comparatively. Mushroom Gorge. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about Mushroom Gorge. I like my loadout, so I like the track. That's kind of how they gave us good plus skills, so I enjoyed the track.
Watch out, Studfit. This tour is going to be dominated by Pink Ninja Shy Guy. He is everywhere.
Everywhere. I like it. So yeah, let's get into the news, because I'm excited to hear if a little bit what we got going on here. So Winterfest, quote unquote, is still going on. Congratulations, everyone. All right. So here's the thing. Winterfest, the winter part, irrelevant. But the fest part, we like that because it means usually we get more stuff. So it does look like we have some of these high-end tickets in our tier shop. Gotta love that. I'll be definitely using my voice commands to get these. Golden Pipe, high-end drivers, carts and gliders. There we go. So those are the level boosts. Place high in the Exploration Tour ranking, and you can get yellow Shy Guy Explorer and green Shy Guy for the first and second halves of the tour. So no switch up between week 1 and week 2. Badges and items you get during the tour appear in the future shop. You can also get Ice Mario. Congratulations, guys. Hey, Mallory, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Thanks for coming by. Let's see what else we got here. So PG Explorer's in the spotlight. Her favorite courses include Piranha Plant Cove, which is a rank eligible course for the first half of the tour. The Treasure Map Glider and the Yellow Off-Roader are in the spotlight too. Ooh. If you do not have the Yellow Off-Roader, please get it. Please get it. It is going to be well worth it.
And it's discounted.
Discounted? Boom.
Yeah, as well.
Automatic.
70 rubies for the best car in the game by far.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Let's see. If you're on tier 50, the other way to get the yellow Shy Guy Explorer is if you have to be in first place only. Not sure why they decided to do that. Man, that is tough. That's tough. Kind of dangle that carrot there, but obviously the light blue is the one we really want. So not the end of the world if you don't get the yellow Shy Guy at tier 50. Let's see. The above items highlighted in the banner are on sale. That's what we talked about. The first exchange in the tour. Man, that's a no-brainer there if you can get the yellow off-roader at that discount. Let's see. The block.
I had the Moo off-roader.
What's that?
I had the Moo off-roader in my shop.
I've heard some rumblings that it's in the shop
Pick that
now.
one up too, guys. That's another good one.
That's a
That'll
great
be
one.
the next number one car.
Not discounted, but well worth it for those who are free to play or gold pass only and didn't fork over the currency to try to get it a couple tours ago. Definitely a solid one to get. It's up and coming and also peaking at the same time. It's just crushing it, guys. The black Me Racing suit is on sale in the Me Racing suit shop. Okay, good to know. I think a lot of people did not get that. It was a ranked gift a couple tours ago, right?
I think that was
so.
Ranked Cup for the holiday tour.
I think you're right. David G said he's taking the level yellow off-roader to level 8. The rest of my ranked loadout is strong. That's awesome. Yeah, so obviously yellow off-roader going to be probably pretty prominent at the store. I was expecting the regular off-roader to be featured because it seemed like that was all over the trailer. So it's interesting that they went yellow. I mean, obviously I like the yellow more, to be honest with you, but when it comes to its value. Premium Challenge Plus Plus is back. Placed high in the ranked reward. Oh, I think we already covered that. King Bob Cup is the week 2. Got it. All right, so here we go. All right, so gold pass gifts. We got this gold candlelight flight. Interesting. So we've now, what is this, our 4th candlelight flight in the family, right? Because we got the regular, the cake, the silver, and now gold. Am I missing one? I think 4 now. Which is pretty. I think it's pretty cool that they're adding, the kind of building a family out of the candlelight flight, which had a pretty strong start there. It does look like the badge is Peach Explorer. It would have been nice to have had the Shy Guys, but this is kind of the new thing that they're doing is bringing back the OG driver that's in that tour, which is fine. I don't know if people really. I mean, maybe Shy Guy Kart would have liked to have gotten a nice Shy Guy badge, but. And honestly, it looks like a cooler badge because you get that like little Mike Myers mask there. New week 1 reward is the Black Me. Okay. New tiers.
I think everyone's pretty.
Oh, New Year's. I'm sorry. The New Year's week 1 reward was the black. Thank you for clarifying that one. The off-roader will never die. Every time we think it dies, it comes back. That is 100% true, Astraeus. All right, cool. So now let's get into it. As we talked about, this crawling cart's well worth getting in at least once if you can fork over the $4. I mean, I like it. I'll be getting it 3 times for sure. Treasure map, womp womp. But yellow off-roader, definitely worth that price. Highly recommend getting that. We do have this brown off-roader, brown me suit that I definitely will get once and then sit on the shelf. But here's the point with the me is yeah, it costs 70 rubies. Yeah, whatever. But now we have 41 drivers that are basically double capped. Basically, you're getting 6 free high-end cap tickets for free times 41 drivers. So that's 250 or whatever cap tickets. So I think that is, if you think about it that way, that's a killer deal for 70 rubies. So we do have the tokens from scattered on the course, meaning that the using the speech commands and shortcuts video, which we'll post a link here in the description, is going to be highly, highly important for this tour as the tokens do replace red coins. You can check out the video from Hydra from a year ago, but that is undisputed. At least in my opinion. I think some people still are fighting it, but not sure why. Cool. So there you go. That's the news for us. Let's get into. Actually, I kind of want to take a look at these challenges. Nothing too crazy here, but premium challenge plus. See what any of the rewards are for. So it looks like we are getting glider, high-end ticket for ranked. Certainly, we got a lot of rewards here for the higher levels. Whoops, sorry about that. But we got gliders. So a lot of gliders. If you're looking to take up a glider, I will say one of my priorities was to make sure that on every single battle course, I had a quad capped glider. So I have the Black Star Shoot for Twilight House, and I have the 8-bit 1-up mushroom for the battle course 1. I think for Cookie Land, I'll probably take up the tropical balloons just to make sure I have quad capped gliders for the battle tracks. I think looking at that battle track, looking at your coverage there is so important. So just to put that out there, if you have glider tickets, look into those battle courses. You definitely want to be well covered there.
Hey, StudFit, did you check out the new glider?
Not. We can take a little before we get to rank. Let's get.
I'm getting it.
Check it
That's
out.
gonna be a stash for me.
And how do we get this item? Is it in the shop?
Week 2, unfortunately. I thought it was going to be,
Ooh, the wonderful
unfortunately,
diamond.
meaning I was hoping it was commemorative, which it would have its value be even better than it should be. But I think it's got a great start. It looks amazing. Lightning Plus. I'm going to buy and stash. I'll see how it goes, but yeah, it's a good one, man.
Yeah, I like the Piranha Plant Cove. It looks like it gets 3 of those tracks, which I think is good. Obviously, 3 of the 4. That's phenomenal. It's a phenomenal start. Now, here's the thing: is you do have to unlock it to level 8 to get the Piranha Plant Cove. Wait, hold on. This is we have Piranha Plant Cove and Piranha Plant Cove 2. Is that?
Yeah, there's multiple tracks as we saw that was gates. So there's 2 versions. I think they'll add more.
Wow.
In a later date, but it's really, really cool. So this gets me thinking it might not be treated as like other nitros, how they come, like for instance, like Ninja Hideaway comes around 0.5 anytime, like Sky High Sunday will be summer, then what's it called, Merry Mountain will be like winter time, end of the year. I think this could just come whenever because it has no theming behind it. And there's multiple tracks, so I think this could maybe be a regular track, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll have to talk with Larry98 about this. So do you think it'll be a night? Let us know in the comments. Do you think this should be treated like a nitro track? Sometimes we have to make those assumptions early on. I think having two different sets, that's intense. That means we also have that's 2 times the coverage that we have to cover for what it's worth. And then here's the gold Candlelight Flight, obviously a coin plus. That's pretty cool. Let's get the rock. I don't like the Rock Mountain or the Calamari Desert. I don't like those. Those are not good starting tracks, but it is nice to have 2 Piranha Coves. Both are versions, the 1 and 2. Cool. I will say, just to go full circle, Luca, this is the investment I made, and would be happy to take it to 7 when need be. I don't know.
I'm the same with you. I did it on debut, so I could get Piranha Plant Slide RT, and well, all I can say is it's not doing well for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It
does not look like it got any tracks.
Got some bad buffs. It got Calamari Desert T and Sunset Wild. It somehow dodged all the returning tracks that should have been buffed on and any of the new tracks. So I don't know what's going on with it. I'll just be patient with it. But
yeah, Calamari Desert T is definitely not good. I forget what glider I'm used on Sunset Wilds. Maybe I'll hold back then. Interesting. Cool. Yeah, but I will say to your point, Wulu, that wonderful diamond looks beautiful. That's cool. I'm curious to see if these gliders are going to be like the new. I hate to say Hanafudas, but if like just that they come out with like 12 of them, like one for I don't know. Is diamond a birthstone? If so, that's a
yes.
Nice. So yes, we've had 3 birthstones. So I can see I can see us having 12. Which would be pretty. I mean, honestly, if you're gonna make 12 of something, this is a pretty cool glider. I like the style of it.
That last one's about it's starting to peak.
Yeah, Crazy said he's looking forward to the action count competition this tour. So actually, I might pull that up right now. Let's take a look at Crazy's been crushing the not just Crazy, but so Crazy has been crushing the action count competition. We had this past tour Bangkok Rush. What was it? I'm trying to remember, what was it, the 2RT? No, I don't think it was an RT, was it? Just 2R, I think, right? So Crazy got 213 actions on Bangkok Rush, the ranked track last tour. So I believe you were our winner. Congratulations, So Crazy. You've been on a tear, man. That's awesome. So yeah, so he's pretty excited about week 2. We'll get into the week 2 ranked here in a second, but let's get into week 1. So we're starting out with Piranha Plant Cove, Sunset Wilds R, and Piranha Plant Cove 2. So next week we have Piranha Plant Cove 2R, Riverside Park T, and then Piranha Plant Cove 1 RT. So here's the thing, guys. So out of the 6 tracks, we have 4 Piranha Plant Cove new tracks that are in rank. So this is kind of one of the things that they've been doing. And so it makes it really difficult for the algorithm to really help you out because you only have 2 returning tracks total. In this case, Riverside Park T, a newer one, that one's going to help you out. And then Sunset Wilds are a much older one. So, the algorithm, the goal is that we're hoping that you get at least 4 returning tracks. And so, your investments in older tracks are helping you out. But man, this is maybe a new trend for 2023. Let's get into the coverage here. We got Piranha Plant Cove. We'll start there. 4 drivers. Wow. Okay. So Luigi Vacation, obviously my best option. We see a Me suit. We see Daisy Sailor. A couple other non-plus skill Me drivers. We have Peach Explorer, which makes sense. It's there in the picture. And then, yeah, guys, that is a really tough top shelf.
An interesting one too.
How is it interesting?
Crazy also said he did like a little prediction for the top shelves, and he predicted Luigi Vacation would be one of the top shelves because what they like to do, say like when a new driver or something returned in the shop, which he did last tour with Ty Daisy, they like to put them at the top shelf. Okay. For whatever the next tour is. So
that's a good call.
He got this buff.
That's a good call. Yeah, I think if like a newer player's like, oh, that's cool, I want that thing, and then here they are rewarded. If that's a trend, we should be calling that out. I appreciate Crazy mentioning that. I'm glad you mentioned it, Luca. Yeah, he's like really the only option with a plus skill. I will say for what it's worth, Willa Oop, you got to use your Merlion again. Your Roaring Racing suit. So there you go.
Yeah.
Man, Luigi Vacation, he's been on the shelf for 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months, but he had a great beginning of last year. So a lot of people had invested in him and then probably were regretting it for a while, and at least you get some redemption here. He's obviously who I'll be using. I'm curious, so is Peach Explorer, is this some kind of booster? Does she have this track?
Natural buff.
Everything's a natural buff. There's no more like boost at all.
Good.
So everything here is unless certain Miis might not have this on the top shelf.
It might be a second shelf and then boost it up. Because Miis are awesome.
It's the first track of the tour. So some of the Miis might not have it, but the majority of Miis should have it.
Okay, cool. So Luigi Vacation, the only top skill. Hopefully you have him. Hopefully you have him at a high level. For at least for rank's sake. Let's see the carts. We got, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, no problem covering this. We got,
White Bruiser?
Yeah, man.
And White Bruiser.
We got Yellow Off-Roader, Shield Speedster, really the number 1 and number 2 cart in the game. Man, that's crazy. White Bruiser obviously was in our top 10, even I think broke our top 5 there for a little bit, so many people invested in him. Tanuki cart, really strong cart. This is not a hard top shelf to cover. Now here's the thing, not a great buff then for our blue Crawley cart to start. This is not a great starting buff for him unless you're brand new. You don't have any of these items, but even the Piranha Pipes are pretty. Was a meta cart there for a while. Yeah, no problem covering this. Even this, I would have even been fine with this Dark Hop Rod. But yeah, I have 2 quad cap level 8 carts, 2 level 8 triple uncapped carts. This is probably one of the easiest for me to cover. Hopefully you have something here. I think Yellow Off-Roader is what a lot of people will have. And those who followed our direction on the Shield Speedster will be rewarded too. But I mean, honestly, these are the kind of buffs I get a little. I don't get angry, but I would have liked for them to spread these out. I don't want my quad cap carts covered in the same track.
That's what they kept doing with the Boom Mask and the Black Star Shoot. They're 2 of my favorite gliders, and they just kept overlapping.
Yeah.
Now they're spreading out a little bit, but
But they were released at the same time. Like the Yellow Off-Roader and the Shield Speedster, man, they were a full year apart for what it's worth. But yeah, and then the Tanuki Kart, another strong one, a little surprise there. That was nice. Cool. All right, so just for sake of using my bad boy, the Shield Speedster, I'm going to go that direction. Let's get into gliders. Oh my goodness. The 8-bit 1-up Mushroom. Absolutely crushing it right now. This might catapult it to the #1 glider. I don't know. I will say I quad capped it. Like I mentioned, I was really focused in on the battle tracks for my quad cap gliders, and so this one's paying off. In addition to that, the Piranha Plant balloons were a really strong meta glider. Even the red and gold umbrella was in our top 10, I believe, last tour. Obviously, I wasn't sure if it was going to sustain it. It was really hot last tour, obviously coming out of Bangkok, but that was a strong option. And then the other options, little squirrely. I will say, for what it's worth, for those who may be new, the Nabbit oil pump umbrella had a sneaky year last year. So, it was pretty strong.
Some good coverage.
And then if you're looking for a brand new glider to invest in, the Silver Luigi Mustache, really strong. If it's in your shop and you don't have a glider on this track, this Silver Luigi Mustache, really, really strong. Good. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I know this origami glider was one that Jeeves invested in. He's been regretting it. And the magnifying glass is it's okay. So, I mean, I really think that these three on your left are going to be probably the more meta items, but the Silver Luigi's Mustache, a little sneaky. All right, so let's get into this. This is a great loadout for me. Look at that, guys. I have a quad-capped Kart, quad-capped glider, and a triple-capped level 8 boomerang driver. I didn't get to see how many coin box drivers do we have on this second shelf. We got, looks like question mark block, gold PD.
I think only gold PD because they're boosted.
So in that case then, Luca, do the Miis show up at the same rate on that second shelf? Like, do they show up just as frequently or less frequently?
No. It's just as if they were on the bottom shelf.
So, all right, there you go. That's helpful to know. I didn't even know that. So, in this case, look out for gold PD. That's really the only option you have. Hopefully, you have at least the Yellow Off-Roader triple capped or quad capped, but if you don't, go ahead and do that. It's going to be worth it for you. Because we're gonna keep seeing it over and over again. All right, let's get into the track. Milling my loadout here. Vacation 6 double, Tanuki Kart 8 quad, and 8-bit 1-up 7 triple. Yeah, great top shelf. I think for this track, at least for me. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Let's see. Multiple variants could be okay. So yeah, Alfie's talking about these multiple variants. What do you guys think? Do you think we'll have future tracks with multiple variants?
Hope so.
Hope so too. All right, let's get into it. Let's see who's no coin box drivers per usual. I think we're just gonna have to get used to that. I think my sound.
Man, I'm copping it here on this top shelf. I got my 8 quad Yellow Off-Roader and 8 quad 8-bit 1-up Mushroom. For my driver, I got a level 2 single cap Luigi Vacation because I never took him up because he just didn't fit with the other plus skill drivers that I had up. Volendam took a lot of his tracks. But the rest of rank, I should be fine. But it's crazy that he's the only plus skill driver on a new track.
Yeah.
Nearly a year after his release. It's pretty cool.
You think they would have thrown another newer driver? Whoa! What is going on here? This is cool. All right. I like it, man. I like the scene in the background of like the little island trees and got some thwomps, got some ramps. Going through the building.
It's a good
Dude,
one.
This is sick. I like this track. Now,
I love that jump. I love that ramp there. That jump
cool.
boost is really unique.
There's the ramps are like these little like ruin pieces just kind of hanging out. Narrow, I would say this would have been a perfect giant banana track because it's like super narrow. Yeah. Can you imagine?
Oh, I wish we got some giant banana in here.
How cool would that have been?
Yellow me. That would have been huge for Yellow me.
I forgot where I'm going here.
I don't know if Yellow me got the other variants. I haven't checked.
Oh.
No, Yellow me didn't get any buffs this tour.
Yellow me didn't get any. You mean gold?
No.
Gold? Oh, yellow. Yeah, the giant banana. Interesting.
No.
That's sad because that could have been an awesome giant banana track. That could have been awesome.
I think the DK one got a few buffs.
Okay.
So did the bronze. A lot of the Miis are getting buffed here, StudFit. The plus skill ones.
Nice.
Like the bronze Mii, 2 buffs.
Okay. Now the bronze Mii, that's been the one that's been probably the most neglected. So that's more of a catch-up buff, if you call it anything else. I give that track, I don't know, A plus. Like I think that track is super well done. There's ramps everywhere, and they're not just like dumb ramps, like they're little dash panel jumps. Like they're actual parts of the track, which I think are pretty sick. Yeah, you got like ramps on the side. You got multiple directions. I don't know. I think it's A plus. What do you guys think?
I agree with you, man. And the whole vibe around it too, it's amazing. And wait till you race the second one. You'll see there's more areas that you haven't even seen yet. And I love this track, man.
All right. I will say one of the things I always try to look at too is, the underwater section, if it was hard to keep combo. I didn't feel like it was, I don't think the underwater section was too long or there wasn't enough options to keep combo, which is always something I'm scared about. All right, let's see the rank. I see a Yoshi Khan, a Biff, a different Luca.
Crazy has me in ranked, apparently.
Oh, Brian Voice. The one time Brian Voice doesn't show up to join us, he's in my ranked. I'm really scared. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to survive, Brian. Take it easy on me, buddy. Come on, man, take it easy on me. Looks like another OG member. All right, cool. Let's. We already know Sunset Wilds are, but let's walk through the top shelf here together. Looks like at least a double feature for Luigi Vacation. We also have the number 1 driver in the game, Tie Dye. That's right, Daisy Tie Dress on the top shelf again. This is why we say, hey guys, the algorithm it's somewhat predictive in its nature because we're looking at what top shelves Coinbox drivers have as exclusive. So the reason for this is there's only 2 tracks that are returning, 4 new tracks, and of course, guess who's there? Tie Dye. Daisy Tie Dress. So there she is. We also have Luigi Painter, some other Kamek, Gold Charging Chuck. All right, so we have a lot of options. This is don't even worry about. Yeah, you got this covered. Between supers, 3 Coinbox drivers, a Boomerang driver, and for what it's worth, there are 0 Coinbox drivers on the middle shelf. So even though Luigi Vacation is a double feature, it's gonna be really tough to get a Boombox lobby here.
It's not a good Boomerang track anyway. You wanna stick with Coinbox. It's very flat.
It is a perfect Coinbox track. I think, man, these are like the old school Coinbox tracks that you loved having. Where now I will say a lot of turns, but there are also a lot of open sections right after right after item boxes. All right, Astreus, I figure out just by checking out the release patterns of the waves. Okay, let's talk about the direct later. If you thought the first variant was cool, check out the next one. I can't wait, David. All right, cool. Let's get into whenever Tour Nitro return, we get a new one. Let us know in the comments what you think. Should this be treated like a Nitro track, the new Piranha Plant? I'm gonna be using Tie Dress because she's a beast right now. Look at this top shelf. A lot of options here. For me, I have 3 level 8 carts, and we have the regular off-roader, red off-roader. A lot of options. You guys are covered here. There's so many options, so many gold stuff that you probably have. Even the jukebox buggy. Jukebox buggy is pretty solid too. Yeah, a lot of options here. For me, again, I hate to see so much overlap with my level 8 triple and up stuff, but I gotta get Tropical Truck, guys. This is why we talk about the algorithm and why it's so focused on helping you in future tours. Because look, it is. I mean, I think there is some aspect to Nintendo realizing, hey, this is an awesome item. We made a really cool item that the community loves, and they kind of favor it a little bit. Then for gliders. Here we go. We do have the gold hard hat there for what it's worth on Sunset Wilds R. Now this is not a hard track to cover. as we already alluded to. A lot of old, very easy to cover. I will say, though, if you're an old school player, the Crimson Crane is there. Maybe the Calico Parafoil, the 8-bit Star, and maybe the Sunset Clouds. But there are also a lot of new stuff too, like the Fire Manta, the Wicked Topaz, the Gold Hats, the Autumn Leaves. So it's interesting. I obviously will be going with the Wicked Topaz. So another really strong loadout. This is why you follow the meta. I mean, the Wicked Topaz was in the top 10 for a little bit this summer. Actually, it's probably around fall time. Tropical Truck's been in the top 10 mostly for the last couple months. So there you go. If you follow the meta, you're doing pretty well so far. Two out of the 3 tracks have been pretty strong. Let's get into. I mean, we already know how this track looks, but just for sake, if you want to watch, some of my lines, or just for sake of just getting a nice score here, I will say from an aesthetics perspective, I think that Sunset Wilds is one of my favorite aesthetically pleasing tracks. I will say, I wish it wasn't so turny. It kind of reminds you of like Donut Plains with just a good aesthetic view. It's kind of what the vibe I got there at first.
I think you might have a max ranked week. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Drive it. I'm looking at the drivers. You might. Kart, I think you should max something out. And the glider, I'm not sure what your glider is on the 3rd track. But it's a good one, man. It's a good week.
All right. Guys, I mean, again, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just literally following the algorithm in the top 10 and some of these meta items. And I don't know. I think this is kind of recent, though. I don't remember them being this generous with some of these meta items. I mean, I honestly wonder if they're kind of rewarding us, or if just maybe the algorithm is that good. I don't. One of the two. Cool. A very fine first. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? Cool. Yeah, no, I mean that would be a fun one with Coinbox. You get your double Coinbox, 2 singles, and then you're moving on. I'm not probably spending too much time on that track this tour. Good. And then let's get into the Piranha Plant Cove 2 after we, I guess, pick up some of these rewards. Then we'll get into week 2. If we have time, we'll get maybe do some rounds of battle mode for those who want to join us there at home and join Luca and Waloop. All right, cool. Piranha Plant Cove 2. This is the hype that we talked about. Starting coverage. So we got PD Piranha and his me suit, the likeness of, and then that's it. Everything else is a womp womp. That's interesting. Now that makes sense. I'm glad that they gave PD and the PD me suit. They could have even given the PD, the gold PD on this track too. But I like that they kept it a boomerang track. There is King Mario on that second shelf, and that's about it. So just one coin box driver on the middle shelf. So we have what you could be, for those who like boomboxing, you could be doing it all 3 tracks on ranked for what it's worth. Obviously for me, this this PD Piranha me suit, which actually I think I have. I don't know, guys. Might take it to level 8.
Some tickets, man. You'll see week 2. You want to slip us some tickets. Trust me.
All right. So maybe a double feature there. All right, for carts, got the Lightning Streamliner and the Blazing Eagle, 2 meta carts there to choose from. I have with the cart tickets I got for ranked. My two carts I have to pick from are the Lightning Streamliner and the Moo Moo Off-Roader. I think I already know what you guys would vote for, but I don't know. This might be tempting. I might have to go Lightning Streamliner, mainly because Battle Track, guys. Battle Track, the Battle Track 1 has the Lightning Streamliner. Lightning Streamliner's been pretty good for my account, but I think you have to think about the battle modes. You have to keep that in the back of your mind. Moo Moo Off-Roader, though, still really strong cart. And then looks like from the meta items, the Magma Room, for those invested in it, it's been a meta item. It's there. We also have the Taylor Swift, that Swift Talon. And then some people invested in the Red Crawley Kart. It was okay. But that might help you out there. It's a nice hitbox, so you have that going for you. I mean, I would rather invest in that and the Swift Talon than the Magnum Broom myself, just based on how it drives. But I think Swift Talon, Blazing Eagle, strong investments there. Streetel's in our top 10 as well, if you don't mind the smaller hitbox. Now, on this track, you're not using a Coinbox driver, so the Streetel's not hurting you when it comes to getting the coins from that Coinbox. I will be, just for sake of fun, I'll be going Blazing Eagle here, and then, whoa! Here you go, Wooloop. You held out on me, man. I appreciate you getting the surprise there. Your record setter gets a buff on Piranha Plant Cove 2. How pumped are you about that?
This is the third or fourth buff this year for it.
It's been getting some buffs here recently, which it had a little rough fall. But the 2023, it's been getting buffed 3 tours in a row, something like that.
I think this is its third tour in a row.
Got like that. DFG says, I'm a bit curious, what's the file name for Piranha Plant Cove? That's been bugging me for nearly a week. Has the data miners checked it today? We're racing in an ocean ruin. Yeah, so data mining confirmed that it's Ocean Ruin Mob OR, Ocean Ruin. So it is a mob track, and maybe that'll I guess, maybe, I don't know if that ends the debate or starts the debate when it comes to, is this a
We're
nice
just gonna
track?
wait and see. We haven't had this ever happen before.
Ever.
And again, it's not really themed, so we're gonna have to wait and see. But if you want to follow precedent, I'd probably go with it's gonna be a nitro, and you just wait.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Well, let us know your comments here, and let us know your thoughts in these comments. We get the Boom Masks. That's been a strong meta glider. Icy Mario's mustache. That's been a really strong one too. I missed out on the wonderful Garnet. My birthday's in January, so I might pick that up. But I might just have to roll with the Sakura Origami Glider has been absolutely crushing it. It's been a really, really strong meta glider here recently. So no surprise that has one of the trickier top shelf gliding tracks this tour. I don't know. Maybe it's not as tricky as it is for me. But if you have the Boom Masks, which I think a lot of people do, maybe you picked up the Icy Mario mustache. I think the record setter is going to be what a lot of people are using. A lot of people got it out of that pipe. Obviously, the special items in a special pipe from last year were pretty strong. Yeah, Orlando. The Orlando hypothesis is dead. Astreus. It was fun while it lasted, though. Yeah. So
we have other cities to tick off before we get back to there.
What'd you say?
We have other cities to tick off before we even think about getting an Orlando track. So I'm glad.
Yeah. No, I mean, Orlando, it's really spread out. There aren't that people. I mean, I looked at it. There are more people that live in, what was it? It's city in Nebraska. Omaha. There are more people that live in Omaha, Nebraska than there are in Orlando. Just to let you know. And Orlando is really spread out. But it's not like a place people really live. I mean, people that work at Disney or something might live in some of the different suburbs. But it's a really spread out city. Not that many people live there. I will say I met Firestorm, one of our members, there in Orlando for dinner one night when I was there for a conference. So shout out to Firestorm. Cool, guys. All right, let's get on this track. The hype has been real for Piranha Plant Cove 2. You guys all said I can't wait for you to get there. So here we are with PD Piranha Misu. It'll be hard for me to remember what's new. So let me know as I'm going through. Oh, that's different. That's we're going up this, and that's a little tweak from the first. We'll see.
Also, the week 2 glider actually has this track at level 8 unlock.
Ooh.
So if you're able to see it in the shop, it won't be discounted if you get it this week. But I don't think you'll be wanting it this week anyway, because it would cost you more, and you'd have to level 8 it to get it on this track.
I will say that's gonna be a tough spot to keep combo because this kind of gives me, man, I don't know if I like this as much. This kind of gives me some like Cheap Lagoon vibes.
It's a much better version of Cheap Lagoon, I reckon.
It's a lot of underwater. I don't know, man. It's a lot of underwater. I'll say that for what it's worth. I do like the item box as early in the in the track, because I could get you kind of keep resetting until you get the right thing. All right, so this is very different from 1. I was curious to see if there'd be some similarities. Not so much. I love this item box right here. Now here's the thing: is a gliding section. Not that we have coin box or anything like that, but you're not gliding too far. You're kind of just gliding straight down. This is a lot of water. And you got these clamps or whatever they're called. The eel's a nice touch. Jump boosts. I don't know if I like those jump boosts. Are you guys taking this jump boost? Because it can be tough to keep combo.
I've only raced it once, so I'm not sure yet.
Okay. I think what you do is you hold your combo, you take your jump boost, and then you release your combo in the air. It's going to be the best way to keep
Again, it's a brand new track. This is what's exciting. Like, we get to figure out the lines and everything and just race the track in general, but checking out all the best optimal routes and stuff like that. The jump boost, the extra drifts. It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so so Millie says I don't really like Planet Cove 2. 1's much better. Yeah, it's hard to rank it. I think I have to give it a B, just a flat B. I don't know. I'm not as hyped about it. Like I said, the first one, A plus. This one, B. I don't know. It's hard to get excited about it. I'm sorry.
I like one. I rate them equally. I like them both.
Okay.
But I understand where you're coming from.
StudFit, watch out for the week 2 ranks. One of them is extremely rough.
Ooh, okay. We'll get into that next. If I can stop getting these rewards. I don't know. It's just maybe after I drive it, it becomes a little bit more friendly. But I don't know, man. That was a little weird. I will say having a boomerang driver, it could be a fun track to boomerang. I don't know. I think the first is definitely better, and so does Agape West. All right, cool. Come on, man. Got it. All right, so in first place right now, but Brian Voice, I'm sure will jump me here soon. So week 2, we got Shy Guy Cup. Right, I thought they said, okay, no, the King Bob-omb was week 1. All right, Shy Guy Cup is the week 2. We're starting with the Piranha Plant Cove 2 R and the Piranha Plant Cove regular RT, or not regular RT, but the first one RT. So let's go to Piranha Plant Cove 2R first, and lots of options. That's what I see here, at least for plus skills.
Common.
We do have a common. Now, is this a Shy Guy Cup boost? I don't think he has this track.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he only has two tracks. All right. Yeah. So we have PD Piranha, Mesuit having at least a double feature. Peach Happy, who was crushing last tour. We had the Silver Mesuit, which has been okay. So that's a nice buff for him. And then we have Luigi Knight. So those are our 3 meta items. I mean, I could even see people using like the Dry Bowser Mesuit. I could see some other options.
Yeah,
you have the Super, and you also have this Brown Mesuit, which I have to buy very soon. And then you have... then if you do well in week 1, you have an option here. Not a great option necessarily. But I think you're going Mesuits. If you don't have Mesuits, you obviously have Peach Happy and Luigi Vacation. I would say if I had to invest in one of those two, it would have to be Luigi Knight. Would be the one if I had to invest. If I didn't invest in Mies, which I definitely highly recommend you investing in Mies, but these are not necessarily the top priority me. Like these aren't like Coinbox me or Gold me. So some people might not have invested in these guys quite yet. But if you can, I would highly recommend those as your number 1 priority. And if you don't like the Mii's, or that's not your thing, you have to pick between Peach Happy or Luigi Knight. I would definitely go Luigi Knight between those two if you have to pick. But Peach Happy, she's fine. She just maybe it's too early to tell. But maybe she's the comeback driver of the year. Right? Like too early to tell, but this is 2 tours in a row where she's been pretty useful.
We'll see. I highly doubt it. We'll see.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see here. Well, I just was checking out the MKT toolbox to see if we have the Spotlight Shop set up there. I forgot to jump into that with you guys, which we'll do here after we get into this second week of ranked. All right, cool. So I'm going to be going, I guess in this case, just for sake of fun. By the way, just to think about the PD Piranha Mii suit for that second shelf, it looks like PD Piranha Gold again.
Also, this is actually a natural buff for the PD Piranha Mii suit. The Silver Mii said it's a second shelf buff.
Oh,
so
okay.
Long term, this is PD Piranha Mii suit track, and it's a better skill anyway.
That makes sense. Obviously, it's Piranha Plant Cove, so I'm glad that PD Piranha Mii suit is really heavily featured. But that is good to know that the investment for the PD Piranha Mii suit is permanent, versus the Silver Mii suit is just a temporary buff. So if it comes back and you don't see it with the Silver Mii suit, just be aware that is the case. Okay, I do not see the winter. I don't see an update on the toolbox for the Spotlight Shop, which we'll get to here in a second. But PD Piranha Mii suit, going to go with that direction. For the carts, man, this is pretty rough.
Ooh, tough.
This is real rough,
this
guys.
Is level 8 unlock. Is it level 8 unlock for the blue Crawley cart? So if you want to take it to 8, you get it off here.
Yes. That is correct. So if you want to take it to level 8, which usually it's tough to do. A lot of people are usually hard pressed to take anything immediately to level 8. But I do think there's so much hype.
Mine's 7 triple already. Well,
here's the thing.
Going to take it to 8.
There's so much hype around this cart that there easily could be people that have that temptation. In which case, go for it. If you like that cart, it's a very large hitbox. Investing in commemorative items are usually pretty decent value. So if you have to invest and you have to take it to level 8 for ranked, go for it. I don't think you'll regret it. And Luca's leading the way. I will say for myself, I got this dark buggy, but there's a lot of smaller carts. I will say the jukebox buggy, at least a double feature so far. It's been a meta item. If you have to invest in it, it's really well in the pairings. It's really good for a lot of accounts. I think if you have to invest in an older item, and you absolutely have to for ranked, I would invest in that probably over any other item here, to be honest with you. So there you go. I'm going dark buggy. Yep. And then for the Piranha Plant Cove 2R, we have, and by the way, I was debating between this Rainbow Fair Flyer and the Gold Hard Hat. I kind of wish I went with this this Rainbow Fair Flyer. It looks awesome. And actually, when you're gliding it, I don't know why, it's very smooth. It's very, I enjoy gliding with it. We got the regular Candlelight Flight here for rank. That's a meta glider, and they got a lot of gold gliders here. A lot of gold gliders for some reason. No gold PD to go with it, which would have been a nice little combo. Gold PD, man, he's not looking. I was expecting him to get some action here, but no action so far.
He got the T version. He got Piranha Plant Cove T, and that's it.
And that's it. Wow.
Yeah.
That's dirty, man. That's dirty, Nintendo. No offense.
He's in rank, though. He's in rank.
Okay. Well, we'll get to, I guess, I'm glad he's in ranked, but that's dirty, Nintendo. Not a big fan of that. Okay, you know what? We do have... All right, cool. We'll get to that in a second. So Candlelight Flight is who I'll be using. Let's check out this track. But yeah, for other gliders, the 8-bit Super Mushroom, really strong option. That's it. I do know that there's a small player base who really likes this pink magnifying glass. I really shy away from green shell plus gliders, but there is a little cult following for whatever reason. I have to go Candy Light Flight. That's a really strong glider. Highly recommend that for you guys. Really strong there. Good, let's check it out. So this is the same version we just did, but in reverse, which I felt like it was kind of in reverse anyway, compared to the one, because I think we were kind of starting in the water. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so
yeah, I accidentally slipped an extra ticket on my blue crawler, 1 out of 8, 7 triple. So I'm very tempted to keep going by accident, but I think I'm going to wait for the tour reveal, see what's happening with carts. But I've got that many cart tickets. Personally, for me, and with the meta, a big commemorative cart, you can't go wrong. So,
sure,
Moo Moo, Blazing Eagle, and that, they're all going to get 7 or 8 tripled and then 8 quad down the line.
Yeah, no, I think it's a pretty strong investment for a newer item. We'll see. Gliders are kind of fickle sometimes. They're
a bit different because they're more coverage wise, so you have to wait and see. Whereas the cart, if you have a large size, you know that's going to be the best item on certain tracks.
Yeah, no, I agree there. I think it's a safe investment across the board. But taking it to level 8 is just, I don't know. It's a little.
I'm waiting on the 8. I think I will. I don't think I will. It's more because I accidentally put the 1 ticket. I was clicking it a bit too fast. Got a bit excited. But yeah, I'm gonna hold off for now. I'll wait till the tour reveal. But I've got a massive stash of cart tickets. That's the only reason why. Well,
that's a good problem to have. It's a problem. Many may not have that luxury. Yeah, this track is fine. I don't know. I feel like this is actually a little more copacetic, I guess is the right word for it, compared to the regular version, the non-R, for what it's worth. Yeah, good. All right. Hey, that was fine. I give that one a B plus. That's fine.
Do you like it better than the end version?
I like it better than the end version. I do.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I don't know. That seemed like fun. I even had the eel popping up. Even getting the clams or whatever they're called, getting the extra item box there seemed a little easier. I just felt like it was kind of whipped around on the regular version. I was trying to make a turn, and then those are the clams. I don't know, because you kind of want, when you're looking at the clams, you kind of want to see them from far away and kind of determine if you're going to go for one or go for the other. The other one just seemed like it was just whipping around. You're just like, what's going on? And you're not really able to plan very well. Let's talk about Riverside Park T. This is what you're referring to. The Gold P does have one ranked option. Now, I still would have liked to have the permanent buffs on the Piranha Plant Cove. That to have, what is it, like 8? Do we get 8 variations of different?
He has the T version. He has Piranha Plant Cove.
1 out of 8.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Honestly, that's dirty. I think that's dirty from Nintendo. I think that, I don't know, maybe they're trying to make the PD Piranha and PD Piranha Mii suit like not be overshadowed, and like actually give them some strong value and give them some strong buffs. Maybe that's why they're doing it, because it definitely looked like they were heavily buffing those. Either way, we have Riverside Park T. This is a fine track. I think out of all the Riverside parks, this was fine. I think just using PD Piranha, though, this is not a good coin box track. This is a really difficult coin box track because you just have jumps everywhere, and then to skip the jump to stay on the ground.
And Larry got this too to make it worse for coin box. So he gets killed by PD and Yellow Me and Nabbit Me here.
Yeah, there's the Yellow Me that we talked about. Yeah, you even have the Nabbit Me there too. Yeah, Super. This is fine. You probably have some options. Even though some of these are obscure, you have Orange Yoshi, which might be the best Super of the last 6 months. He's been pretty useful. I think this is the second time that we've had Riverside Park in ranked in the last 4 months. So there's that. I would definitely be using Gold PD. And then here we go, a little double off-roader action. This is the one track where would have been nice for them to not put both off-roaders here, but those are definitely going to be your best options. They also have a super kart, for what it's worth. Double feature for the red crawly kart there as well.
And the yellow off-roader.
What did I say? Oh, double feature for the yellow off-roader. Yes. Yeah, I mean, guys, the yellow off-roader is just, I don't know what else to say about it. It's there are items in the game that have transcended the top 10. It's like, it's in some kind of like platinum, like Hall of Fame.
You should make a Studfit Hall of Fame.
We should have a Hall of Fame. No, I'm serious. We probably should have a Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I think that's a great idea. Good call out there. Yeah, I would put the yellow off-roader on there. I'd put even like the black Great Sail. I'd put
Pink Ninja.
What's that?
I said Pink Ninja.
Probably would not put Pink Ninja on there.
Over time, if you keep
Meowser would probably be in the Hall of Fame.
Gold Me
for sure. Yeah, I mean Gold Me obviously, because I think we're still going to see even more value from it. Meowser's his day is probably done, but he's still really he is a Hall of Famer. All right, I'm going with yellow off-roader just based on that. And then look at this, guys.
Yeah, man, love it.
The 8-bit.
We got both of those on two tracks. So if you got those, you got them together. So it's boosting your score even more. I'm so happy with it.
Unbelievable. And it's been ranked last tour and like the tour before that. Yeah, guys.
I love it. This will be a future Hall of Famer. Let's start saying that about items now.
No. I'm really hesitant. I'm really hesitant to call things future Hall of Famers. There are some items that seem to be that, and this is definitely one of them. But I can see people starting to use that phrase more flippantly, and I don't want that.
I'm going to be careful with it, and that one I know it's going to be because that is a good glider.
It could be a first ballot Hall of Famer, put it that way. It's kind of, it's like like Big Ben for the Steelers. He's a future Hall of Famer. We can say that about some. Tom Brady, obviously, he's the GOAT. As he just retired, he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer. There are some things we can say that about. Mario Kart Tour is tough. I mean, I really want to reserve it. I mean, maybe we just add that into the award ceremony as like we have to nominate a Hall of Fame item from like last year or something like we have to.
Yeah,
there needs to be a period of time that goes by and we say yes, this was like right now. I mean, like if we were doing that this past year, we could maybe add like the 8-bit Fire Flower in the Hall of Fame because it's like it's held through the test of time, and it's like that's what I want the Hall of Fame. Like I want there to be a period of time that goes by between when like a nomination period that has to be maybe 1 year or 2 years for it to be nominated or something like that.
But with certain items, they just keep getting buffed.
This yellow
they can be old items, and yellow off-roader, black Great Sail, like especially yellow off-roader, just keeps going. Like I don't know.
Yeah. I think if I had, like a good example would be, I think Peach Vacation. I'd have to give as a Hall of Fame item because when she came out, she was just an absolute beast year one. Now, right now, she's terrible. I would never invest in her. If you're just starting off new, don't listen to this and just invest in her. But I think if you had to give a Hall of Fame,
that's a good argument. I rate that argument because then you can say that against like certain NBA players if they were playing in this certain era. Even though like Peach Vacation's era was like she was going crazy, like she was like one of the best items. Say like a newer player in that era, or like Peach Vacation in a different era, which is now, it doesn't fit. So I think that's a very valid argument to put a certain item, if it was killing it in their certain phase, that they can be nominated for that.
Yeah. And I think like in retrospect, like she was just so great back then, but coin boxes have been so different now. The debatable ones would be like, would we put Birdo Black or like Peach Explorer in that list? And I just don't think you can. I think it has to be. It's such an exclusive list that, like, other than Peach Vacation, I'd be hesitant to put anyone on that list other than maybe Meowser. King Bob-omb Gold would be a potential nomination just because he was so good. But I just don't think you could even compare him to Peach Vacation in their own era. So anyway, nice tangent there. Maybe a good topic for Kart Talk. We'll talk about that, I'm sure, as the coming months go by. But here we go. Piranha Plant Cove RT. And it looks really rough. Looks really, 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 really rough. We got basically Todd Astronaut. Todd or not. And that's it, man. That's it. I will say that this light blue Shy Guy Explorer is probably the next best option. But I don't know. I have a hard time leveling him up. His tracks look fine. I mean, a lot of these are some newer tracks. He's got Cookie Land, which you like. If you're using like maybe you don't want to invest in King Mario or Mario Chef. I think this is what a lot of people are using so far. Riverside Park. I mean, these are courses that are going to come back. Some of these are new. With Snowland. I kind of like light blue Shy Guy Explorer. I know it's kind of burnt out on Shy Guys, but not burnt out on them in general, but like I think the alts, there's so many, and we have like supers, and so you're like, is that light blue Shy Guy Explorer or regular or pink regular or ninja or I don't know. It's tough to tell the alts apart, but this guy's pretty strong. I don't know. So how do we get him? Did I miss that? I guess he's in the shop.
Week two in the Spotlight shop. I think at this point in the game, again, you can take up what you want. You can level up certain things that you like, but with how the meta works, I don't think Lucky Seven's a good item to be taking up when you have the Miis to compete with, coin boxes, boomerang drivers, and then the Miis even being better than them now. It's pretty hard for a Lucky Seven driver to survive, even Giant Banana too.
Yeah, I've found that to be true with Giant Banana, at least here recently. Lucky Seven, I still really enjoy, and I still feel like you can get pretty high action count, but you can't touch Boomerang, you can't touch Coinbox. I'm with you there, and the Miis are just taking over. So yeah, maybe the Lucky Seven is the first one out. I'm gonna be using Todd or not. We have this one looks rough too. I will say, yeah, this is a great buff for the blue Crawley Cart. This is a strong one. Week 2, Piranha Plant Cove RT. I have a couple options. Some of these are not big hitboxes, and so the gold bullet bill though, it's been and although it's a gold item, it was a gold item in a special pipe. Released for the very first time in that special pipe along with Gold Charging Chuck. So I think that's one of the reasons why it has broken the gold curse that a lot of gold items have. Yeah, guys, this is a rough one. If you have to get the brand new Crawley Cart and take it up, go for it. I think it's a pretty safe investment. If you've really enjoyed the gold bullet bill, I mean it's been really good for coverage. If you're new and if you just want to cover as many tracks as possible, that's a good option for you. I've been keeping my eye on this blooper shuttle. If I have to invest in, I will. I will say I don't have to this week because they have this red Mark II. And then for gliders, we got the black Starshoot and the silver Candlelight Flight. Some people have the Flyberry book. Yeah, some new items. I will say this wonderful diamond, a really strong pickup if you need an option for ranked. Really strong option there. So there you go. I'll be doing the Piranha Plant Cove with a very, very rough driver situation here. I don't even think did I have another higher level item? Nope. Everything's level 1. All right. Yeah, that's going to be...
I was just actually... To be fair, the black Mii suit is on discount. So if you already have it, you can buy it for 70 more rubies. get a level 2 driver on that course with the base points.
I think
if you're not
yeah.
anything.
I think if you're in my situation, that's a pretty. I might actually do that. That's a pretty strong option.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do. Siegel and I were discussing earlier that this is like, again, we're at the point where we should be investing in the non-plus kill me's, because we're pretty much just like I've done all of them pretty much. I've done all of them apart from the 3 bad ones to level 6 double at least. So now I'm looking forward to investing in these ones, and the Goomba Me is one of the strong ones, and it happens to be on this course. So maybe chucking that to level 4 would be a good idea.
Yeah, that's a good point. Sorry, I haven't been catching up on the chat. I've been actually have the Spotlight Shop pulled up. I'm about to review that with you guys here after this, but I'll get caught up on the chat. I do like this little ruin section with the that jump's even pretty cool. Yeah, you know what? I like 1 a lot better than 2. I'm pretty confident about that. You got these little ruin jumps here, man. I don't know. That's just sick.
Yeah, they're interesting.
That's sick, man. Yeah, really well done. One was really well done. Even that jump boost was much better than the other one. I don't know. It's cool going up the ruins and going, down even if it's got some water, going through this thing here. Yeah, no, guys, 1 is beautiful. What a well done track. I'm giving it A plus. I'm not wavering. It is an A plus track in my opinion.
I kind of like 2 better.
They're both really good. I think I rate them equally for now, because I haven't raced all the variants. They're hiding a lot of them. But I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the booster course, because what they do 1 track, and this should be 1 whole track, unless they somehow split it up. Are they just going to do like a massive thing with all of them together? I think that might be one of the best tracks of all time in Mario Tour history, if you're adding, and potentially a 3rd variant as well that would come with this, because it looks like there's a 3rd route as well that we haven't touched on. It could be a massive track with going through all these little areas. I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I agree with you there. All right, cool. Good. All right, so let's get into the Spotlight Shop, and let me see if I can share my screen. Let's daily Spotlight Shop. That's really way too close up and very odd. All right, cool. Let's there we go. That's worth. All right, cool. Sorry, I'm putting together this on the fly. But actually, I'll put this down in this corner. Let's get a screen share window. Let's get my Google Chrome. Here we go. So this is our Spotlight Shop. I'll do a video later. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Actually, what I'll do is I'll get these a little closer, and I'll zoom in a little bit just so you guys can see it. I'll do a video on this later today, so don't worry too much about me getting everything. Oh, there we go. Cool. All right, good. And just for sake of getting this crystal clear. All right, cool. So these are the drivers, karts, and gliders. Big shout out to Sam78IT who gets this out to us. And I'll move this up here. Not that you guys even care what I look like while I'm doing this, but let's start with the drivers. Obviously, PD Piranha, a really strong driver to get, and that's at a much higher rate. I would say Luigi Knight, a pretty strong one. The first out would be Kamek. He's I don't know if I would include him. He's good if you don't have him. He's fine. Peach Happy's right there with as not a bad option. Something you could get from the Spotlight Shop, but I think a lot of times the drivers, the best ones to get are the Miis. If for some reason you have this low percentage, I'm talking low percentage drivers, you can certainly go with Gold Charging Chuck. That's a strong option. Highly recommend getting that if you don't have him. Obviously, he's in ranked. That'll help you there. Gold Yoshi, gold something, you could pass on him. I think we're kind of at the point now where I have to lump him in with Gold Cooper free running and Dry Bones Gold, and he's fine. He's got fine coverage, but he's not a must get if he pops up in your shop. Moving on to the carts. Yeah, I mean, I think the Tanuki cart is a really strong one there for that top row for the high access. Regular off-roader is pretty decent. You know, you could make an argument for the red Crawley cart at this point too. But I think on that top shelf, the Tanuki cart's probably the strongest one to get. For the normal chances, I have to give credit to the jukebox buggy. It's pretty strong this tour. It pairs really well with a lot of different things. Not the best hitbox. I kind of, it's a little smaller than the tropical truck, but it's not bad. It's a medium-sized hitbox, but its coverage is really, really, really good. Magna Broom has some good coverage. I'm not a big fan of how it handles. I think the Lightning Streamliner, great option, especially for the battle track that it has. White Bruiser, really strong. It dipped a little bit, but I can see it back in the top 20. It's really, really good value. Guys, Shield Speedster, if you have to get anything other than the yellow off-roader, Shield Speedster, like if you have to get 2 items, definitely get the yellow off-roader. But if you have to get a second item, the Shield Speedster is a pretty good option there for you. Streetle, pretty strong as well. I think the hitbox is not one people are really looking forward to, but I see it with a lot of boomerang drivers. I see it with a lot of even Lucky 7 drivers. So having the coin box with it can be a little tough, especially if it's paired with Larry Wintertime. I can just imagine the struggle bus of that. We have two pretty strong eagles, the Taylor Swift, the Swift Talon, and the Blazing Eagle. 2 really, really strong carts that at this point, both of them got ranked buffs. The Mumu Off-Roader, though, this is the one, I think if you get 3 items, maybe even you put the Mumu Off-Roader above Shield Speedster, I can see that argument too, just because it's newer, and it was a commemorative item compared to the Shield Speedster not being commemorative. But it's really strong. It's on the rise, so really strong option there for you. Pink Speeder. This is one that's been pretty sneaky. It hasn't been in the spotlight shop here recently, but it's pretty strong there too. Even the hop rods. I like the Sakura hop rod, but it's had a little rough period of time where its value wasn't as strong. It's kind of the same thing with the prototypes, to be honest with you. Both of them had some value in specific situations. Even if you think about using Mushroom Gorge and stuff, I mean, this Sakura Sakura hop rod, pretty strong there option. And then a lot of people like the red off-roader. It's out of the 4 off-roaders that you can get this store. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 on that list, but Mumu and yellow are probably certainly the strongest. And then on the bottom, I will say it's nice that they have this the Wild Wing variation, the Wild Gold. It's nice that that's new there, but I still don't think it's very strong. Gold Bullet Bill Plus, or the gold Bullet Bill cart there is a pretty strong option. And then for gliders, Candlelight Flight's been really strong. I don't know if it's a must get at this point. You got a couple of these wicked, wonderful wing topaz garnets things here. Both are okay, but the Prawn Plate, I think if you have to get any on this, the glider's top shelf or highest frequency, I think the Prawn Plant balloons might be the best option. I don't know. It had a little rough tour last tour, so we'll see what happens. But man, even honestly, all 5 of those are okay. They're all okay. None of them are great. Candlelight Flight was great at one point. That point is past. I think those are all good, pretty good options, above average options. Moving down below, a little tougher here. I say the 8-bit 1-up mushroom is a must get if you don't have it and you wanna get it. I think it's just so strong at this point. Like it is crazy good. And then you got these 2 mustaches, the Icy Mustache, the Silver Luigi. Pretty strong there, and then both the Boom Mask and the Black Star Shoot are. So I think if I had to point out 3 best gliders from that middle section, it has to be 1-up 8-bit 1-up mushroom, maybe Black Star Shoot and Boom Masks. I think those are probably the 3 to target. With maybe the 2 mustaches there as kind of some additional options. I know some people like the Starry Great Sale. I don't think that's as great anymore. We got your Your record setter is fine too. If you need to get it, I'd probably put that in one of the better options. But I was really excited about the gliders last tour. This tour, I'm excited about the karts. There's a lot of great karts here. So there you go. That's the little quick breakdown on the Spotlight pool. Anything you would add to that, Luca? Whoop?
I would add Wonderful Garnet just because it is peaking at this point.
It did get a lot of buffs in January. Like it got I think 3 tours with 3 or 4 buffs in a row. It was it definitely had a lot of buffs. I'd have to take a look at its specific coverage, but yeah, pretty good call out there. Luca, what do you think? Anything you add?
I think in terms of the gliders, the Wonderful Garnet's a good call too. Also, the Calico Toe Beans, they're a recent commemorative glider that dropped 5 tours ago, or I think a bit more than that now, but they're a very strong glider as well. For the karts, definitely, I'd be looking straight at the Blazing Eagle and the Moo Off-Roader. They're 2 commemorative karts that have basically the biggest hitbox in the game, and their coverage is amazing. They're ranked all the time, and you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And I think you summed it up all quickly. I'd be spending my rubies on that Blazing Eagle and the Moo Off-Roader if you haven't got them yet.
Yeah, and the Blazing, that was a commemorative item as well, right? Yeah.
Correct.
So, yeah, nice to have those back. So, for those free-to-play Gold Pass only, grab those while you can. All right, cool. Let's see what's in my shop specifically. I definitely will be jumping on this blue Crawley cart. Yeah, there's that yellow off-roader. Get it at 70 rubies if you don't have it. Nothing really too spicy here in my my shop there. For what it's worth, I will go down and get this brown poop me suit. Congratulations to me for the doo-doo brown me suit with the Bob-omb cannon. Maybe a nice little fun member multiplayer Monday action there. And then the black me suit. I don't know if I haven't gotten to the point yet. But I get that. I might get this PD Piranha me suit. I don't know. It's weird paying 100 rubies for it, but that's a pretty strong one. Might take it to level 8 regardless. We'll see what happens. Token shop there. Daily selects looking okay.
The screen's frozen. StudFit.
There's what?
I think the screen's frozen.
No. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
The phone.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Easy.
I just bought the for those who were curious. I just did buy this doo-doo brown me racing suit. Yeah, to get I'll have to get this this high-end ticket here, and then for the tier shop, just regular. All right, cool. All right, guys. Well, there we go. Anything I missed on what's going on this tour before we get into a battle mode?
No, I think we're all set. I think we checked everything out, and what a tour it's been, and we're going to enjoy it.
All right, let me catch up on... Oh, that's interesting. Let me catch up on the chat while I set up a room for us here. All right, let's see here. David's really... He's calling it a nitro. Thanks for stopping by, David. See you later, David. Larry got this buff too. I'm sorry about that. It's a little late. So yeah, I think mixed reviews on that second Cove track there. Kind of dogged Mario King. Yeah, what was Mario King's deal? Let's take a second.
He got Calamari Desert N.
Oh, that's a big oof.
How many coin boxes are on that one?
I took I have him at level 7, 1190. He's still holding back a little bit. But yeah, that's not a good buff.
He'll be a slow buffer over time. I don't think he'll come back till anniversary. So,
I think you're right.
Just don't completely throw him out the window. He's in ranked every so often on a very good track as well. He's a very valuable driver.
For sure. What's up, Bobcat? Hopefully you're doing well. Pauline, party time. Jukebox Buggy is fire. Yeah, Jukebox Buggy, this is a great tour for it. I wish I had an opportunity to invest in it this summer, and I've been kicking myself for not doing it. I wish I did. All right, guys, we're going to do a battle mode. I'm going to create a room. We'll do a regular lobby with a battle mode. So anyone who's watching at home, feel free to join us. Hopefully, Luca and Wooloop, you can join us as well. No teams, 3 balloons, 2 items, no computer. We'll do 6 battles, and if we have enough time, we'll do another 6. But I will put the room code here, and the room code is 8724-4873. Feel free to join at home if you'd like to. So I'll put the room code here in the chat as well, and click it so that you can see it on the video.
What's the room code?
8724-4873. Sorry, I guess I probably should have set that up like that. Cool.
The last 3 digits?
4873. So I see Luca
there we go.
there. Yeah, which by the way, overall, I think I like. I mean, again, it could have been a C, it could have been an F for the new track. So overall, I'm happy about both sets of tracks. I just like the first one, Piranha Cove 1, better than 2, but I can't complain. I mean, we got a new track. It may or may not be Nitro. I'm already scared to have the conversation with Larry while Antolev is out. So Antolev is on vacation this week. So Larry98 and Nap, who won our Member Multiplayer Monday contest, will be joining me for the rundown. Goal is hopefully to have that recorded on Friday. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we're gonna do.
Don't you rank like the Ninja Hideaways and stuff the same as normal tracks though?
We do. We definitely have it valued. I think they're slightly less, but I'll have to take a look at that. One of the goals this year with Antolev and I is to put together kind of that decision tree of, because it's not the same as the algorithm that Tabor had, which was very 20% from here, 15% from here. It's more of a decision tree. So like if this has this track, how many items are on there, how many meta items are on there, how many commemorative items, there's some ranked usage as well, but most of it's trying to predict future ranked, which is extremely tough to do. But as you can see, we have tie-dye dress here. We have the predictive model working for what it's worth. And we saw this 8-bit one at Mushroom jump into the top 10 within I think 2 or 3 tours. And here it is finally again showing us making Antolev look smart. Cool. Yeah, let me pull that up. All right, cool. So we have, if you want to join, feel free to join as we're playing, but we're going to go ahead and get started just because I have about 15 minutes here before.
One thing I'm pretty surprised about is that Santami is not ranked. Well, again, you can't have a me suit be too strong, which it has been since its debut.
It has.
But now it's taking a tour off, but I think it will be back next tour for sure.
Yeah, I think it's a safe prediction. Yeah, I think the tropical balloons are going to be my glider that I'll have to quad cap here. I just want to make sure every single battle track has a good loadout. I'm debating between the Mumu Off-Roader and the Lightning Streamliner, to be honest with you. I
definitely with Mumu Off-Roader.
I know you
Even
are.
Though the Lightning Streamliner is on that track, it has good value, but in terms of just ACR as well, you're much better going the Mumu because even though you have that on that one battle track, the Mumu is going to be on that many other tracks and be the biggest hitbox. So I would not be going the Lightning.
So my thought process is that I'm gonna have to quad both. That is, I think I will be doing that.
Eventually, I wouldn't be hitbox because you have blazing to do, you have this new crawler to do. Trust me, in you'll see the blazing as well. I think that should be top 10 after this tour is ranked, and that will be close to number 1 soon. It's already caught up with its all city start coverage, which is amazing. Just shows how good it is. But I think focus on those before doing the Lightning.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think over time, eventually. I mean, we're talking about February right now. I think that there will be a lot of items that I quad cap eventually, but right now, I'm having to pick between those two. I think mainly because these battle tracks are so strong, especially for ACR. I know for maybe people who don't do ACR, it's not that big of a deal. Gosh.
Maybe we'll show up more just from what its coverage is. Aside from like hitbox and that, it would have better coverage in the later ACRs compared to the Lightning Streamliner. Again, hitbox as well, it's nearly double the size on width. Studfit, I haven't asked because you've been doing the Gold Pass 90X is kind of gone now since the Spotlight Shop. But what has the strategy been in terms of tickets? Are you just buying every single high-end ticket you see in the shop?
Yeah, it's been hard. It's been hard, with coins, but I've been buying every. I've been basically using all my rubies from the Premium Challenge Plus, and Plus to get those. But I have splurged a couple times and gotten a pack. I think I've last couple tours I've maybe gotten one or maybe two of the 40 ruby. The $40 150 ruby packs, and only because I need the coins. I need to get coins from the gold rush. For me, maybe things continue to slow down, but for me, I'm really I'm spending $100 a month. I'm maybe 150 or something. It's way better than what it was, and I think that's.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think for me, for how much I play this game, and if I didn't have a YouTube channel and wasn't playing this game as much as I am, maybe I wouldn't. But I think for the average person, I think a premium challenge, and that's it. I know from talking with Sammy. So here's this Battle Course 1, and I have this Streamliner at 8,595, and I think I'm going to eventually take it there to quad.
I think quad capping is like from 595 to a quad cap is crazy for what that is. Like you're much better off I understand you're using it for the one battle track, but in terms of looking at two items, especially which is the Moo, which will be a number one in a couple tours for sure. I wouldn't be putting cap tickets on that item where you have other things to be putting it on, especially how scarce they are. Cap tickets, you can be a whale as well. They're harder to get because everyone kind of gets the same amount because you can't really get too many extras. You get a few in premium challenges, but it's always ranked. That's where you get all your tickets from. So you have to be very careful with them.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But it's up to you at the end of the day. But I'd personally go with the movement. It's much better.
Yeah, I mean, it's good options either way. But it's the temptation was ranked, right? Because it's the lane streamers in ranked this week.
They'll be no, they're both in ranked on the same track, I believe. Oh no, my fault. The Blazing's on the same track as the Lightning Streamliner. You should also quad cap that one over time, or triple cap that at least.
I'd be open to it. Yeah. But this battle track, I definitely want to make sure that I'm covered on, because it just comes back every tour.
Also, you gotta take into account that there will be other carts that get this down the line, and you won't improve too much with. I think you won't get as much return on investment quad capping this item than you would with other items, or just waiting for another item to come, because you're only just capping it from 595 to quad cap. I don't think you get too much return on investment for that, just for the battle track.
We'll see. Maybe if it comes in ranked, maybe I'll do it then. Which could happen.
Because they're always. I enjoy them every so often. I think they're really fun to play on, and it makes ranked pretty fun every so often too.
Yeah, what do you think about having a battle track in ranked?
Every 3 tours, I reckon, is good.
Every 3 tours?
Is all right. Every tour is a bit too much.
Yeah.
I hope we're getting one soon, though. It's been a while.
I
will
say a lot of people said that they liked it more than they thought it would be.
Oh yeah.
That part's good. Cool. Bobcat said he likes the hot rod. It is pretty wide, but it's very short. I actually grinded. I think when I was grinding EXP, I used it a lot. It's okay. I'm not It's wider, but it's I don't know. It's just it is a different shape. I don't know if it's wide enough, in my opinion. I don't know if it's long enough.
It's wide, good width, but again, on those like when you're drifting, you can't get the coins as often because you need that length at that point. If you're going on a straightaway, which is not all the time, it's good to get the coins. But if you're drifting, it's like, yeah, really, really annoying.
I'll use it here for those who didn't have it or curious.
I'll use it with you too. Well,
there we go. Get some hot rod action here, and shout out to Bobcat. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I changed my mind after driving a little bit more in here. It's again, I wouldn't say it's a like a big hitbox. You can kind of see it. It's kind of gives me like a chocolate macaroon feel to it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Come on, Lack 2. Missed that unboxing completely.
What do you think we're getting next to a StudFit? What do you think that me suit is? I think it's a Valentine's me suit, but Paratroop is also a very plausible guess for most people.
Yeah, a lot of people have mentioned the Paratrooper. I think, oh gosh, I think for me, I see like a little Cupid's
that's what I think,
wings kind of style. I kind of posted in our server. It kind of reminds me just of just like a little Cupid's wings. But who knows? It's Nintendo. They can do whatever they want.
The next few tours are going to be pretty good. Well, the next couple are going to be, I don't know. I think they'll be decent. But we're wrapping up to the anniversary, the 3.5. We should be getting a Ninja Hideaway type of tour and probably that Yoshi Island Nitro track. That's going to be a good one.
I'm pretty excited about having Ninja Hideaway back. It's been a while.
I hope that comes more regularly.
We've seen it, one time outside of like a Ninja tour or like a spring tour?
Yes, that was a Mario versus Peach tour.
That made it a little spicy. It's just you and me? Oh, congratulations. There you go.
Oh, it's two of you. It's two StudFits.
two hot rods going at it.
Yeah. I got the StudFit me on the gold me.
Nice. There you go. Nice little tribute there. And the hop rod, hot pod, dod rod, stod cod that we're using there.
They should put a hot pot. Wait, this is called the hot pot hot rod. What's it called?
Yeah, hot rod. Hot rod. I'm still. I think the only reason I even have stand a chance in these battle courses is using a Heart driver. Heart's pretty OP, but I see a lot of people using others because you were using Coinbox, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get my pipes full.
Oh, pipes full. There you go.
I'm going to use the new Crawley here. I'm going to see the hitbox.
Oh, that's good.
250 width. Got that.
I like that idea.
But yeah, I got too frisky. I was taking it to 7 triple and I was clicking it too fast. And the extra ticket went on there. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to take it to 8. I won't need it for ranked to take it to 8. But just the fact that I got that many tickets and yeah. I'm going to wait till the tour reveal. That's all I can do.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay to wait. I'm trying to remind myself that every day.
I'm considering maybe going for a light top 100 because my estimate should be really high. If I can be stuffed since I'm taking this item so high. But we'll see. I'm really scared with the badges, man. I don't know what they're doing with that.
Man.
It's a new Nitro track and they can't even put the badge on the Shy Guys.
Oh, you're talking about that badge. I'm talking about the badge bots, man.
Oh, that's bad too. But yeah, I don't know what they're doing with that.
It makes going for top 100 even more brutal. That was my point.
There's no motivation. I'm just doing it because I might have like good loadouts. Like I'm always at the estimate every tour, but I'll probably be a lot higher with this investment.
Yeah, that's true.
We have these brand new things, man. You got to put them on the badge. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, a little silly to not. I agree with that. But it's, I mean, Nintendo's done wilder things.
You got that
Luca,
nice
you
shell
cut
hit,
out.
like, big hitbox Studfit.
What's that?
You got that nice shell hit on the big hitbox Kart.
Yeah, you got me on that one. Well, I mean, Lightning Stream. You were teasing me though that the Lightning Streamline was not a big enough hitbox, and here you are using the.
No, you got me. You hit me.
Oh, I see. I gotcha. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's sometimes I could just you're just too good, you know. That's my problem. I think here. I'm joking. I'm actually not. I always get crushed on a member multiplayer Monday on battle mode. I will say I'm usually better in these. I don't know if it's just like everyone's kind of waking up and just adjusting, or maybe we just have like these awesome guys joining us on Monday night. But usually hold my own a little better here on Wednesday morning. Yeah, overall though, I think just as we're kind of thinking about this tour. I was surprised PD Piranha Gold did not get as much love, but PD Piranha Misut really strong this tour. A lot of the meta items getting some good buffs, but there are some really tricky top shelves. Jukebox Buggy is came away from this tour pretty good. I think they even have some other options there from the off-roaders are still crushing it. It's still I think it's. Nintendo's had that yellow off-roader as part of the early Nintendo Mario Kart series, and so maybe that's why they're favoring a little bit, at least the off-roader part. I don't know, guys. What do you think about the tour? Let us know if you think we should consider this a Nitro track. I feel like it's debatable still. Not sure which way we'll go. We'll have to hear from the community, which is really important to get your voice heard.
But aren't you ranking them the same? Like,
I think it's slightly different, man. I think there's a hair different, but you might be right.
and that's the big difference, which is fair. I'd probably put them as Nitro for now and see how we go in a couple tours. If it comes back, then that will definitely like tell you what the track will be. But since it's not related,
it might be the same value. I have to take a look at it because I know that's one of the things that we get back and forth is.
That's what Antelope.
I don't think we counted it. I think the big change was we didn't count it as a city track. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd have to take a look at it, but good point.
But I think if you do, I'd put it as a Nitro now just to be safe because it has no relation to any previous game, which every other track does, which puts it under the Nitro category.
Yeah, it's got the MOB in the title, and it's in the data mining.
I'm excited to see the rest of the top shelves that are hidden in the other cups that we haven't seen yet. Because I know Gold PD and Bronze Me, that's a crazy buff.
Okay.
Me as a top shelf on the T version of the first track.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And just rate those tracks too. I wonder like which variant will be the best one.
Yeah. What was it? Was it the Piranha Cove regular? Was it I think it's the regular where the carts, they had all the options. Little cluttered top shelf for the carts. I think it was the regular one. Regular normal. First one normal.
I think it was the first one, yeah.
And then they put the green off-roader, sorry, the Moo off-roader and the yellow off-roader together. On that one.
Riverside Park.
Oh, that's Riverside Park. That's right. We already knew about that.
The yellow off-roader has the end version of Piranha Plant Cove.
Nice.
I'm just out here trying to get 200 actions.
Trying to get those tokens.
I'm getting my lines with the red off-roader. Keep getting taken out. I guess it's supposed to be battle mode for a reason.
It is. It is. I think you're trying to get those tokens. That's what you're trying to get.
Mm.
So have you been doing the speech commands and trying to?
Yeah, man. I was on I can't remember what tour I first did it, but yeah. Shout out Matt. Shout out to you as well for putting the video out. But yeah, it's amazing. And being an iOS player as well, we haven't really had one, and now we know how to do it, so it makes life a lot easier.
It does. I mean,
every pipe counts, man.
Every pipe counts for sure. I will say, last tour, my pipes were terrible. All multiplayer type pipes. I don't think I got anything except for the high end.
Pretty bad till the end.
Yours was bad too.
Yeah, till the end. So you never know when you're going to get a good thing out of the pipe.
Yeah, I think first couple days are just trying to get the pipes out of the way, just so we can get that so we can get the actual coin box actions there.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing, especially going for top 100.
If you're going for top 100, going for top anything, you got to get those tokens out of the way. I mean, I mention this every single time. It comes down to anywhere between 5 to 10 actions you're losing for a coin box frenzy. Well, congratulations, Willoop. You got first place here with 43 points. That's phenomenal. I somehow got in second with 40. Pew with 35 points. Luca, you got 30, but you probably walked away the winner, Luca, with all the tokens you got. The White Bolt at 24, Yoey at 24 as well, tied there really for fifth place with Joy of Siam at 23. And then Bob Only Mode, I think, jumped in a little late and only had 5. Because of it. And with that being said, we're going to wrap up the stream. It was an absolute pleasure. Let's see if I can pull any pipes here just to kind of end on you know how I love pipes. We'll see if I have enough for 110 fire. We'll see if I get anything good this tour. Last tour was rough. All pipes were tough.
I want some quick tickets, man. That's what I want.
I would love
green.
I would love some quick tickets.
Ooh.
There's one.
I pulled 3 different balloons and one was new. And a driver high-end cap ticket. So I'll take that.
Oh, there you go. Better than my pull so far.
3,000 coins from a single.
Rubies.
Man, these coins are very valuable.
Got the second red shell balloon. Congratulations to me.
They could have at least made it 1,000 coins for the balloon too. But they thought it maybe
high end. Yeah. That was not a good pull. All right, well, there you go, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Willoop and Luca, thank you, guys. It's always fun having you guys filling me in on what I'm missing out. But ultimately, I think this tour, we got, 8 variations of a track that we'll probably treat like a normal, I don't know. I don't even want to say what we're gonna do, but hopefully they're not treated too much differently than a regular track. But yeah, again, with 4 of the 6 strength tracks being these new tracks, it only gives you 2 options for older tracks to be brought back. With the Sunset Wilds and Riverside Park. So hope you have good loadouts. So a couple tricky ones. PD Piranha Misut, I think pretty good winner there. If you do one thing with your rubies, it's get the yellow off-roader. There's a couple other options there. 8-bit 1-up mushroom, a really strong option there too. I think overall this will be a fun tour. It'll be a nice little break. I could see us also being exhausted with because we have all these Piranha Cove tracks times 2 or whatever. So we might get a little burnt out. It'll be nice to see some Mushroom Gorge again. Even Snowland again, but I think it'll be a fun tour. Hopefully you enjoy. Hopefully the rundown will be coming out later this week, featuring Larry98 and Nap, who won our Member Multiplayer Monday contest. But look out for us and let us know in the server if you think that these Piranha Coves should be treated like a regular track or like a nitro. We'll debate it there. But thanks, guys, for joining, and until